Hi, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to visit me here at Unapologetic Radio. I am so excited. Please remember that this is my channel, and I'm here just to release some of the tensions that life brings and to share with you some of my life experiences and what I go through. I am not prejudiced in any way, shape, or form, but yes, I will talk about race because race is just something that we go through. It's very important in this time, in this day and age, so I'm going to talk about it, but I am not prejudiced in any way. Disrespect and negativity will not be tolerated on my channel. If you do not like something that I said or you do not like my channel, please move on. With that being said, I would like to start with talking about the corona. Corona is very important. I'm going to always say, please wash your hands, stay 6 feet apart from each other. But most importantly, I want to talk about these benefits that the government don't know what they want to do. I'm confused. They talk about hazardous pay, but none of the people in front line has gotten the hazardous pay. But they paid people on unemployment an extra $600. For what? I'm confused. So I'm a little concerned that the government is just messing up all the way around. I also want to remind you guys, do not forget to talk to your HR department about your tax holiday. Make sure if it's something that you do not want to participate in, that you have reached out and called your HR department and that they know that you do not want to participate in this tax. But back to unemployment. So they give people that sit home and do absolutely nothing an additional $600. They don't know whether they want to give them $400 or $200. How about this? Give them nothing and force the employers to pay us hazardous pay. And I say us because I am in the medical field as well. And I am one of those frontline workers by day. So I understand. And my job was also one of the jobs that wasn't considered as part of the hazardous pay team. They pay people at the grocery store hazardous pay. But what about the housekeepers? What about the people that get up and go out every day because their employees can't afford to close down? They need hazardous pay. But I'm not into politics. I just speak about it. Like I said, my channel is just to express some of the things that I go through myself and just some of how I feel about certain stuff. And I really think the government need to rethink their decision on who they're giving an extra $400 a week to. If they have it to give it to the companies, to give it to the workers who are actually out there in the front line. I heard nothing about the other people in front line. I hear about the nurses. I was just so surprised at they put grocery store workers before housekeepers. Let me tell you something, and then I'm gonna move on from this. If it wasn't for the housekeepers, the medical field would go to shit. I'm sorry I said it. It really would. And they don't acknowledge these people at all. They should have been part of the first group, just like they paid doctors. They should have paid they did pay the nurses. I'm sorry, just like they paid the doctors, just like they paid the nurses. They paid the administration staff to push papers during this epidemic. They should also pay the housekeepers as well. They should be on the front line because if it wasn't for them, when they had to do inspections, they would fail. So you see, I'm very passionate about that. But let's move on. So I want to talk about finances. I touched on it a little while ago when I said remember to talk to your HR and tell them about this holiday tax. If you do not want to participate, remember that you will have to repay this tax come January 1st of 2021. It only lasts till December 31st. And then you're obligated to pay the IRS back regardless. So think about it. I gave this example in my previous video. If you working now and your job ends January 1st, you're pretty much screwed because you're going to end up having tax fines and everything else because they're going to want their money between the gap of January 1st and I believe it's April. Again, you can go to the irs.gov website and they'll be more specific. I'm going to get the date for you guys, the ending date. I keep saying I believe I'm going to get that for you. But either way, it is on the irs.gov website, and you can feel free to go there and check out all the information that I'm telling you. I hate to talk about politics, but it's so important. Trump. Re-election. With this holiday tax, it has been speculation that if Trump is not elected for president, that we will definitely have to pay this money back. If he is re-elected for president, then we will not have to pay this money back. So basically, he's buying us. So think about that too before you opt. Again, I believe it only affects Social Security taxes. So yeah, Social Security taxes isn't much. Let them take that tax out, people. Do not get in debt over something because he's buying your soul. I just don't want to talk about him no more. Speaking of market, and then I'm gonna close this show tonight. Speaking of market, Facebook Marketplace. I like to shop off of Facebook Marketplace. I love a bargain, trust me. But recently I realized that they've made some adjustments to Facebook Marketplace, which makes it hard for me to give them an offer. Maybe my offer's not 10%, especially if I really know the value. These people on Facebook are vicious, very nasty and disrespectful. I mean, I don't know why, but that's one place that I love the bargains, and the people are just nasty. But they need to do better too. People, we all need to do better. No matter what color we are, no matter what race we are, we all have something about us that we need to do better on. And they need to improve that. I'm just saying. Anyway, before I end tonight, I would like to take a moment of silence for the families and victims of 9/11. I was in New York when that happened, and I remember walking past a pizza parlor and looking at the television in the pizza parlor and thought I was seeing things. I actually thought it was a movie. It was surreal. I didn't find out till about 2 hours later on is when it set in that actually happened. So I'd like to give a moment of silence for them, as well as the victims in California as a result of this brush fire that they're having. California has a lot of brush fires, and I love California. It's a beautiful state, but they have a lot of brush fires, and it tends to take out neighborhoods. There's a lot of people out of homes, a lot of people that don't know where they're going. So I would like to take a moment of silence for, like I said, the 9/11 families, victims, for all the loss we've had, and as well as this brush fire that's going on in California. So let's bow our heads just for a minute. All right, people. Again, this is Unapologetic Radio. I would like to thank everyone for watching this episode. If you have any topics that you want me to discuss or research or talk about, please feel free to leave it in the comments. Hit the like button below. Subscribe. Tell your family, friends, co-workers. If you have any suggestions, let me know about those as well. My email is unapologeticradioinfo@gmail.com.